What's up my friends, sorry I am a little bit late this time. I have been quite busy with work, but I still managed to find some time to watch Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. This is the sequel to the 2015 record-breaking movie Jurassic World, but this one is directed by J.A. Bayona, a director that I admire quite a bit, and it stars Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard again. This time they are sent on a mission to the now abandoned Jurassic World island as they try to rescue all the dinosaurs on the island, bring them back to the mainland before they're all wiped out by a very cinematic looking volcano eruption. Now I'm actually one of the people who enjoyed the first Jurassic World. I thought it had a lot of high points and Chris Pratt was a very good lead character. But I wasn't this excited for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom because I saw the first trailer and I thought it was quite poorly put together and not very exciting at all. So I didn't watch any of the other trailers after that. And I'm actually pretty glad that I didn't because I was pleasantly surprised at some of the things that I saw in this movie. For instance, the fact that a significant part of the movie does not take place on the island, I found that to be quite refreshing actually because I wasn't that excited to be going back to the island again anyways. But because of that, I did feel that some of the scenes in the first half of the movie involving the island tend to be a bit predictable and at times boring. But when the big set piece finally happens and the volcano starts erupting, then things really get going, and the rest of the film is filled with a lot of great action scenes. There are scenes of genuine tension, and when that tension is broken, it's converted to thrill, and that's what you want to have in a Jurassic Park movie. I was surprised to find myself unconsciously holding my breath during certain scenes, so that by the end of the movie I was actually out of breath. Watching this film was kind of an exhausting experience, but in a good, enjoyable way, if that makes sense at all. J.A. Bayona directed these scenes really well, and his direction overall is pretty good, but for the second half of the movie more than the first. His team utilized the dinosaur animatronics really well, and I thought the effects as a whole were pretty good. Michael Giacchino's score is one of those that really adds to the atmosphere and the excitement of the movie overall, but as has happened with Giacchino before, his score can't really hold a candle to the original John Williams theme. My main issue with the movie is the writing. As I alluded to earlier, the movie is quite uneven and most of the exciting scenes only happen in the second half of the movie in my opinion. The dinosaurs in this movie, great, but the human characters lack substantial character development. The villains, the human antagonists in particular, are rather dry. They're the type of people that are always very evil and they want to make lots of money no matter what the ethical cost. We've seen that a million times before. I mostly remember the human characters based on how diverse they look, but when it comes to making us care about what they do and the choices they make, that element was missing. This is quite an important point because the film is also trying to provide some social commentary on our treatment of animals, the abuse we put animals through, the hostile environment we create for them, and also the issue of illegal trade. Now, if our characters were developed a little bit better, our human characters, then I think that message would have had a much stronger impact on the audience. Thankfully, the little girl in the movie, played by Isabella Sermon, is given a very interesting backstory, and to me, she does the one thing in the film that really won me over in the end. It's just a shame that the writing is so uneven. There are characters that tend to make some very questionable, even dumb decisions. It's as if you're asking to be ripped apart by a dinosaur. There's even this ridiculous sequence involving an auction where the amount of money being thrown around at the auction would be considered quite low in this age of political corruption and ridiculous football player transfer fees. It might be a little bit of a nitpick from me, but it's these little details that don't really lend much credibility to the small amount of realism that the film is trying to hang on to. But when all is said and done, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is actually a very watchable, enjoyable movie that I think improves upon certain aspects from the first film. It's better directed, more claustrophobic, more intense, more exciting, and I think it attaches itself more towards the ethics of the original Jurassic Park, the issues of bringing extinct animals back to life in order to exploit them for money, and what we should do about these animals now that they walk the same earth that we do. The writing was not the best, and at its core, this is a action-packed summer blockbuster that, if I'm honest, would probably be forgotten by the end of the year. This definitely isn't J.A. Bayona's best, but I am still very excited to see what he does next. I am going to give Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom a 7 out of 10. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I will be away next week. I'm on a holiday. It is a national holiday here in Malaysia, so there will be no video next week, but the following week we'll be right back into the action, and then I'll have another movie review for you guys. If you like this, you want to see more, click the subscribe button below, comment, share, like this video. Have a great week ahead, guys. For those who are celebrating here in Malaysia, Selamat Hari Raya. Take care, guys. Maximum hype and peace out.